Hi everyone! Welcome to this YouTube channel. As you guys can see from the title, today I got an assignment for my midterm test to make a vlog about places that I think it is quite memorable for me. But before we get into the video, I would like to introduce myself first. So my name is Mazaya Putri, but people usually call me Maya, and I live in Pekanbaru, Riau. For today's video, I'll be showing you two places that I find it memorable for me, which is home and an empty field. For home, I'll be showing you two rooms, which is the living room and the bedroom. And for an empty field, well, it's just like an ordinary empty field, but I know some of you might think like, why an empty field? Okay, we're about to find out after this. So I think that's pretty much it for the intro. I don't want to make it long. Without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay guys, so back at it again with me, Maya, and right now we're about to get into the first place. So let's get in. So we're about to get into the first place, and ta-da! Here we are. We're at my living room. Right now, I already sit in my favorite spot, which means I'm ready to tell you much about this place. Okay, so I know some of you might confuse like why I chose living room as one of my memorable places at home. To answer that, there are some certain reasons for it. The first one is because this room is a chilling spot. So, for your information, not only my family who lives in this house, but also my grandparents and my aunt. And we have this kind of routine that happened by accident. So, why it happened by accident? It's because at first, me and my sister loves to gather around this area for just talking about things, doing our homeworks, or even just to scroll social media feeds while laying down on the couch. But then suddenly my mom came to join us, and then my father, and then my grandparents, and also my aunt. And start by that, it became a routine. So every morning and every afternoon, we always gather around this area. And what we're doing, we usually talking about things that happened lately. Maybe like about politics or family topics or even gossips. And not just that, if we don't have anything to talk about, then we're just going to enjoy our cup of tea while reading the newspaper, or we're just finding our favorite spot and then go through social media just to see what happens in the world today. Something like that. And that kind of simple routine was really memorable to me, because when I moved to Yogyakarta, I always miss that kind of thing because I live in Yogyakarta all by myself. So yeah, that's the first reason. The second reason is this room is a nostalgic room. So if you notice from the front door, every time when you get into this room, then you will see the big old family photos that hang up on the wall. So I'm about to show you. So this is the old photo. You will automatically see this when you get in from that door, because it is quite big. Alright, so usually when my cousins who have the same age as mine came to this house, then we're going to sit in this couch and then look to that old big family photos. And what we're doing is, usually when me and my cousin sits here, then our little sisters will join us, and we tend to mock them because they don't appear on that special occasion. So it is something pretty funny, and I enjoy mocking them because they always get annoyed by that. But not just that, sometimes when we look back to ourselves when we was a kid, it has always ended up with like wow, back then I was so ugly and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the second reason. And for the third reason is because this room is like a mini studio. So for your information, I have two brothers that live separates away with my parents because they got job in different area. So for my biggest brother, he lives in Dumai, and for my second brother, he lives in Jakarta. So every time when they get home, they usually spend their time here with my dad playing some music. So usually my dad will play the keyboard and my brothers will play the guitar. And when they start playing the music that I know, sometimes I get to sing along with that. And that is pretty relaxing for me and something that makes this place memorable for me. So those are the three reasons why the living room is pretty memorable for me. Alright, enough for the living room. Now we're going to the second place, which is my bedroom. So I'm about to show you how it looks like. Alright, so we're about to go to my bedroom. And oh, by the way, that's the keyboard I mentioned earlier. Okay, so ta-da! This is my bedroom. Well, it looks pretty simple, but it's actually comfy. Oh, by the way, sorry for the mess right there. And if you're confused why I have two beds here and that, it's because my little sisters want to get her own bed, so we gave this. So there are three reasons why I put bedroom on the list of my memorable or meaningful places at home. So for the first, this is my favorite room. Okay, when I was a teenager, I don't have many friends, so when I have spare time, I rarely spend it hanging out with the mates, but instead, I just do my own things in this bedroom. And I remembered when I was in junior high school, I came home from school and then I'll go grab some snacks in the fridge and bring it to my bedroom to accompany me while doing my me times, like watching movies, reading, or listening some music. Well, that sounds like a bit of antisocial, but surprisingly, I enjoyed being like that when I was a teenager. So I'm like out of drama, and yeah, that was pretty memorable because Maya that you see right now is pretty different from the past. So yeah, for the second reason, this is my private room. So I have to say that this room had been witnessing 50% of my life story. And I remembered I used to cry a lot for like 1 hour straight until I felt tired and then fell asleep in this room because of the bad day that I had. And also, I remember when I was happy, I usually going to jump on the bed because of the things that brighten up my day. Well, that sounds really childish. I admit that, but I'm not doing that kind of thing right now because I'm a grown-up person, so I think I need to stop acting like that. And also, I used to be a diary girl. So back then when I was a teenager, I used to write a lot about everything that happens to me every day. So usually what I'm doing is I'm going to write in this room, and I'll find my favorite spot on the bed and start writing. And yeah, this room has been like a silent witness for me. And that was quite memorable too. For the third reason, this is the place where I can be me, I can do whatever I want without being afraid that people might see my weirdos, or I can just rest myself, get into silent without being afraid that people might misunderstand about it. So, I have a few funny story that related to the things that I've said earlier, guys. So for the first one, when I was in senior high school, there's a day where at that time our class is on a break and I was in the middle of the class erasing the letters on the board to prepare our next class. And then in a sudden, my friend played my favorite K-pop music that made me automatically dance to the rhythm. So, because I was in the middle of the class, I become a center in instant. People start whistling, and many of them were laughing. I was like, bro, oh my god, what I'm doing? I was really, really embarrassing. So, I put back the erasers on the teacher's table, and then I get back to my table and I laid my head in the folds of my hand to hide my face. That was really, really, really embarrassing. Ugh. And then for the second funny story, so I accidentally got into a fight with my best friend. Okay, so I also don't know what is happened to me on that day, because all I remembered is that I just want to stay silent for a day, because I don't know, I just feel tired with everything. Ooh. And then in the morning, it is also happened in senior high school. So at that time, I told my best friend, who is actually my mate, so I told her that, hey, sorry, I just want to stay silent for a day. So maybe if you ask me about the things, I can't answer it fully, because I don't know, I just want to fast thing talking, you know? It's pretty weird. I also don't know what is happening with me at the time. I still have no the answer. So if you guys know about the things that I've been going through, then just let me know in the comment sections down below. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with me. I just want to stay silent. I don't want to talk people, but I still want to attend the class. Pretty weird. So I told her that I want to do like a fast talking for a day, and they were like, what's happened with you? Are you going through a bad day or something? Maybe we can help and stuff. Well, actually, they're pretty nice. They try to help me to at least endure the things that have been difficult for me. But seriously, guys, at that time, I don't go through something. It's just naturally, I just want to stay calm, to stay silent for a day. And because I keep being silent, I lay my head in the folds of my hands, it's just I'm showing to people that I don't want to talk with you. And they started to misunderstood about that. I mean, she thought that I was having a bad blood with her about the things that she didn't know. So she started yelling at me. She told me that, why you looked like this? You usually looked really cheerful, but then today you look so annoying. And because I was really, really in a sensitive mood at that time, I yelled back to her and we start to get into a fight. And because of that, we don't talk for like more than 2 days. That was crazy. Like, that's the crazy moment I've ever had in my life. Seriously, guys. And then when I think back about the things that at the time made me really weird, like super weird, and it caused to her that she mad at me, I started to apologize to her because I think it is also um, not a good thing to have a bad blood with your best friends. So I decided to tell her everything that I felt, and then I cried. Oh my god! Oh my god. I just don't know what's happening with me, guys. So then we get back together, and until today we still became friends or best friends. Yep, those are the funny stories that I never expected. I'm gonna get that um, funny stories in my life. So yeah, that's basically the third reason for the bedroom. Hey guys, so that's pretty much it for my bedroom, and now let's move on to the second place, which is the empty field. Well, the empty field is actually 50 meters away from my house, so it's not that far, and I need to go now because when it's 5 p.m., then the empty field will be crowded with my neighbors who's going to play their bicycle there. And also, because I need to go outside, then I'm going to follow the protocols using a mask. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so I'm ready to go out. Wow, actually it's pretty sunny. It's pretty hot, guys. The weather that I checked in my phone, today's temperature is actually 32 degrees, but it feels like 35 degrees. I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly because I'm wearing a mask, so I hope you guys can hear me. So we're about to get into an empty field. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys the way. So that one is the empty field. Hello birds. Oh, okay. I guess the bird didn't want to appear in the video. And guys, here we are. This is the empty field. I used to play here a lot when I was a kid with my neighbors. We used to play bicycle here, or play like run and catch, something like that. And ta-da, here we are. It is pretty huge. I used to go here a lot every midday until afternoon. This place was pretty memorable for me because when I'm grown up, then I never play again with my neighbors. Like just cycling to this area, I've never done that again. We suddenly became like a strangers. My god. So that place was pretty memorable for me. And yeah, let's go back home because it's really hot in here. I can't be at that place for too long, and it's getting crowded, so let's go home. Hey guys, so I just got back from the empty field, and I think that's pretty much it for today's video. Oh, for a fun fact, I actually wanted to show you my other memorable place. It was a food stall called Miso Arifin, but I think it's a bit risky to go there because it's a bit far from my house, and also I need to avoid crowded. So I just decided to show you my memorable place around my house. And yep, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for you guys who have been watching it until the end. I really appreciate that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.